Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to KingPastaDucksNStuff. I'm your host, Parker. And with me today we have Body of Evan, Top of Ian, and Body of Tyler. Hi, everyone. Glad you joined me today.
I'm going to be standing this live stream because I want to.
Ian's going to be doing the good old standing Salvation
Army
salami business. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for joining us all, everyone. Find us on YouTube. And that's the show, everyone. No.
Hey, Parker.
Yeah.
Did you realize that today is 4/20, and that is when the Nintendo Labo comes out today, right?
Yeah. Let me give it a smoke.
And I want to give you an example of my Nintendo Labo right here.
Oh yeah,
look. It even has the Nintendo Nintendo Labo.
Yeah,
see?
yeah. I see it.
Nice.
I see
Go.
it. What is
I
it?
really wish that I could see it right
And
now.
then it has
but
the
I
Nintendo
accidentally
logo
unplugged
on
my
it.
monitor.
That's a really good Nintendo logo, dude.
Yeah, now like it's 10 years old.
Yeah, see, I got my Nintendo Labo right here. I'm so excited!
Where's my Nintendo Labo?
Whoa, dude.
I don't have
Actually flip the fuck out.
Yes, Nintendo Labo. We're excited, everyone here. Just a
I have
reminder.
my Nintendo Labo.
A reminder to everyone.
See,
Tell your friends
See,
to subscribe so you can get more
I got
content like this.
This one folds into a napkin.
oh, my Switch fell through my Labo.
Oh,
I don't have a Labo. A Szechuan sauce. This is also a Labo thing.
okay. Why don't you tell?
What I
tell
was
us,
gonna tell everyone is I want to tell
What's our first topic?
remind every no, chill your shit. All this, Evan. All this.
Yeah.
I need you to bring it down.
Do I need a...
I got you.
Thank you. Okay. Just a reminder, everyone, we're doing a event that if we get 100 followers, we're gonna play Battle Tetris, and I am going to not enjoy it because I hate Battle Tetris. I got a story before we start off.
I'm bringing it down for you, Parker.
Please, okay, bring it up a little bit so I can see your face.
A little up.
Yeah, a bit more than that. Not perfect. Okay. I have a
How's
story.
that?
Okay. Story for everyone. I have a question. Is it just me,
Yes.
or are men awful at using the bathroom? Is that just me? Because
Not that I'm aware
I
of.
go
Why?
to the-
We're efficient.
I go to the bathroom, right? I go to the urinal, I finish, and I'm washing my hands. This older guy comes in, I was like, okay, cool beans. I'm just sitting washing. The urinal's like maybe less than a foot next to me. He starts, he's like, oh. And I don't look over, because if I look over, I don't want to make eye contact, but he's just continuously like,
That's the
oh
least.
my
He's
gosh.
moaning.
And
That
he's
sounds like some shit I would do to mess
he's
with
like
you.
70. And it's like,
Mhm.
this man does not need to moan. And I was like, okay, maybe that's just a one-time thing. But at work, it happens too. The people at the urinal, they just go, oh my.
Oh.
Or if they're in the toilet, like on the actual thing, taking a dump, they're like,
Oh,
are you having a problem or something?
I don't know. I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah.
women do stuff in the bathroom that we just don't know about.
And then when I was working at a particular place that I won't name, I was in the bathroom on break, and I swear, I promise you, 5 different guys came in and used the bathroom and never washed their hands. I'm just thinking
That's
to myself, it's 5 in a row. Not one of them washed their hands. Not one of them.
okay, I'm gonna apologize, but I have to restart my computer. I don't know what the fuck just happened.
All right.
It should be fine. It's just gonna look a little weird. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Do you have the other 3-man format?
I
Oh,
do actually.
ready?
Let me
Alright.
turn that on.
All right.
Let's see if
Ooh,
I
turn
can.
that on.
We're having a bit
right
of
now.
technical issues, guys.
Okay, let me just swap some of these layouts.
I love how he said who, and now he's just like frozen.
Well, he didn't leave quite yet, so we're gonna keep the other layout.
I have like a frozen
Me
picture of
too.
Tyler's
Well,
face.
when Tyler leaves, I'll swap it.
I'm looking at the live stream and I just see it like me and Tyler.
See, like I swapped it, but then Tyler
That's what
never
you see?
actually left.
Yeah, he's
That's
not
what you
here.
see.
Who's the owner of the call?
Me.
Is that what you see?
Oh, I guess I don't need Notepad.
That eye needs to leave. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Do you guys have that
Oh, my eyes
experience
sort of want-
with men just not
What?
being good at the bathroom?
Is this one
I'm
of our
not-
topics?
Well, no, we're waiting for Tyler.
All right.
Oh, okay.
What I'm gonna say is that men are very efficient
Oh, yeah.
at going to the bathroom.
Oh, very, very, very efficient, yes. But Or
Like
slobs.
Yes. And
I don't-
haven't you heard like anybody like over like 35 whenever they sit down they go
Oh, yes. My feet are better.
Oh.
Yes. And then they just like sink into their chair, and then they stop
What the
talking.
fuck?
It's old people, man. I don't know.
What kind of bathrooms do you guys go into?
A lot of bathrooms, man. I've gone to at least 100 different bathrooms in my life.
Yeah, but Jesus.
Well, it's
You guys
not.
have more stories than I do.
Hell yeah, I got a lot of stories, dude. Every time I go to the bathroom, I got a story.
Yeah,
Why?
No, I've never really had a bad experience in the bathroom, but I also don't really pay attention to other people in there. I'm just kind of
Well,
And out
when you're
with my own
standing there
business.
and you hear, oh!
yeah. I
It's
mean,
like,
I
it's
understand
kind of hard
that,
to ignore, man.
but I don't know.
It's very difficult.
Maybe I should
very,
sit
like-
down.
Mind my own business.
Sit down. It's a
But you're
free country.
probably right.
I don't know. Oh, there it is. Let's see if I
Oh,
can swap
oh.
the cam on. Whoo!
Free man.
I do know that.
Oh, let me just load here. Hold on. Let me
Okay.
well, let me move the cams down a bit.
All right.
We're just gonna be doing this for a minute until he gets back.
Technical difficulties.
I'm actually curious to see what we look like right now.
It's not very good because it's weird. The cameras are laid out differently than the other layout. So Evan's like cropping half into Ian's zone, and it's just a mess. And I don't want to mess with it because then once he gets back, I'm gonna have to reset it again, and I don't.
Oh,
wanna do
you're
it.
right. So we're just gonna
Oh.
suck it up for 2 minutes.
We're gonna suck it up for
Did you
2
guys
minutes
hear-
on the 3-man.
Did you guys see that God of War came out today?
I did.
I saw like 4 Snapchats.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a God of War 4.
What? For?
No, it's like a
Until
new
today.
take on the series. It's not a.
Oh, it's a
War.
remake,
Ooh.
or
It's
like
not a
what is it?
remake. It's a new
I don't-
take.
Okay. So
It's
is
like
it,
for Marvel, how they're like they started over again every years.
so a remake.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
but it
Maybe.
yeah, but
Well, Marvel also like you talk about. Well, their movies are often like based on comics, but you're right that they do like they have a multiverse kind of deal where they redo comics.
They have
and
these nuts on your
where
chin.
Damn. Where they like rewrite things.
Oh my gosh, he's
we're
back.
back.
So are they gonna redo all 3 God of Wars?
I don't think so. I think they're just gonna do their new take on the series.
You're just
Gotcha.
a fork right now for me.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, but
And he's back,
I'll-
baby.
apparently that
I'm
got a
sorry
lot
about
of good
that.
reviews.
What do you
My-
mean a
I
fork?
tried to do a meme and be on my bed, but I accidentally
Sport.
unplugged my monitor and it fucked up some shit. I couldn't get to Discord because my 2 monitors all switched around.
Parker's not the
And there's-
only one to do it.
There was no way that I was going to
Hold on.
just deal with not being able to see you guys the whole stream.
Is that the score sheet? I don't know.
Yeah,
Is that
but
the score sheet?
Guys, I lost the
apparently-
score
Add a
sheet.
point? Or deduct Tyler a point or something?
Found it.
Why?
I don't know. That's
What?
what I'm asking.
What
Are
happened?
you deducting Tyler a point for Tyler?
No, I said I couldn't find the point sheet.
do it.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I need to be ahead.
If you're curious about what a point
You're
sheet is, stay
already
up to the
ahead
last
by,
of the.
like 5.
He's up by 1.
Yes, but I need to have a sizable.
What do you
lead,
mean he's up
not
by
just-
You
one?
already have a sizable.
He's up
lead.
by
I'm up by
1.
1.
Oh,
Tyler, you are at 6. Ian's at 7. Evan's at
that
4. I'm at
still
1.
is a
Why
sizable.
are you rubbing
then,
this in my face?
then do better.
If you're curious what we're talking about, wait till the end of the show and you'll know. Okay, we're gonna start the show actually.
Alright, I'm
First
gonna
topic.
sit down now.
The first thing we do at the start of every episode, we talk about a game
First
genre and our opinions on it, and what we think of it, and what kind of games are good. And this week's genre is match 3 games. Yeah, let me tell you, my grandma is the queen of match 3 games. She got me addicted to them when I was younger. You got your Bejeweled, you got your Big Money, you got your Candy Crush kind of. You got you got your
Pokemon
Pac-Man.
Puzzle
You got
League.
Pokemon Puzzle League, dude. You got all these
But to be
matching
fair,
games.
there's like a normal puzzle league.
So,
Bejeweled again.
Bejeweled Twist.
Bejeweled.
Yeah, Bejeweled.
Bejeweled Deluxe.
There's a lot of match 3
Bejeweled
games.
2.
But now I don't like them. I don't
Huh?
like them now. No. Not as much as I used to. I used to be fathomed with them, but now it's just give or take.
Yeah, I can see that.
I just don't. Like the only ones that they seem to get on now are the phone, and I don't want it on the phone because I could have
Yeah.
other things I could do, like playing Heroes of the Spire. Well, not Heroes of the Spire. Heroes of
swear to God, if it's the one that's in
Alliance.
every ad.
Yeah,
Okay,
is it Alliance Heroes of the Spire or whatever?
something like that.
Yeah, that's a fun game though. But no, it's just like I don't see a point anymore. Back when computers were older and they didn't have the technology to actually make good games, match 3s were fine.
Damn.
Yeah,
But now, it's an older person thing, from what I can tell.
I think they're just more popular for older people.
Or younger.
Not really necessarily that's an older person game.
Or younger.
But
Like kids like those kind of games.
yeah, I can see that.
But our age group isn't really in that demographic anymore. Because it's just...
Yeah,
It's too simple?
we've diverted from them.
Yeah, they're just... That's fun. What do you guys think?
I enjoy them, but I can never get into them. If I get one on my phone, I'll be playing it for like a little bit, and I'll be like, okay, I'm done. The one thing I actually just thought of this. There's a game called Chuzzles. That's it's a older game. It's you got these like fluff balls, and there's like a whole screen of them, and you can scroll it all the way down and loop back.
Yeah, that game.
It's it's pretty unique for the match 3 games.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. I really liked it as a kid. That one actually took quite an interesting twist on the theme.
Yeah.
Because like instead of just being able to move them over one, you could scroll a whole row down.
Right.
And it was fun.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, I had a different game. Have you ever played Chains? It's like Fuzzles, Nuzzles, whatever they're called. Chuzzles. Except it's with they're links.
What about puzzles?
And you have to swap them, and if you can get links with them, they can get locked, or they can be poisoned, or bombed, or something.
Yeah, that's kind of how Chuzzles.
Yeah, that's
they get locked and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's actually like a challenge. It's not like, oh, I did it.
Yay.
I did it for the 400th time in a row.
Right. Again.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of times those games have very little challenge, which is kind of the reason why it's like not amazingly enjoyable.
That's why I wouldn't do good on Twitch.
Oh,
24-hour live stream of Chuzzles.
Oh god.
my heart.
That'd be
That
I
hilarious.
would
can only
suck.
play like match 3 games for like 5 or 10 minutes.
God, like
I could play more than that.
I don't think I could handle that
I-
stream.
I enjoy them, just like the only one that I have is like Bejeweled on my iPod that's 6 years old at this point, so it's not
Probably
gonna
older
Bejeweled
than
is still really fun, though, in my opinion. Like, that's a good game.
7 years old pretty
It's
much.
a good game.
So like I like Bejeweled, it's just that I don't want to go on this compared to this.
Right.
Like
You're old. I'm surprised that it even like turns on still.
Yeah, mine doesn't anymore.
You have it charged?
Oh, let me show you mine. Hold up.
Do you just keep yours charging constantly, or
no.
Oh my
mine's just always dead? I have to
See,
charge it up.
Mine's fine.
god.
Mine,
Like the battery's like right there.
Mine doesn't work for a couple reasons. I'll let you take a couple of guesses.
Is it because it's white?
No, because
Yes.
it's just destroyed.
No,
No,
hard
I-
drive was playing.
I know.
I kept mine pretty safe.
Clowns everywhere.
Yeah, it just
Yeah,
it doesn't
mine's
turn on.
actually mine's fine. It's always dead. I don't keep it plugged in.
If I could get this to work, that'd be hilarious.
It's so dead that it doesn't show that it's dead.
I think I also locked myself
So
out of it
dead.
Nice.
by accident.
This is my
How does
my
one do that?
iPhone 2 or iPod 2G.
You make the password and then you forget the password.
This thing's like ancient.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Dude, this thing, I think the case is like super glued on or something. I can't get
I
it off.
dropped it like this far and the screen shattered.
Mine shattered because my brother's friend shot it with an airsoft gun.
Were you
Let's
pissed?
try and hit the target on the screen.
No, he took it and go. He's like, well, my thing's done now. Oh well.
Surprised
Well,
you
it's
didn't
funny.
kill
You
him.
have an extra $200 to spare.
I'm not a fighting dude. I didn't. I cared,
It's
obviously,
kind of
but it was like 4
it's
years
kind of
old.
funny because this this old ass piece of shit still works, and yet this iPhone 5 does not work anymore. It's like not cracked at all.
Yeah, mine is
Like,
even if I charge it,
what
it
the
doesn't turn
fuck?
on. Mine doesn't turn on.
Yeah, but-
Period.
The newer phones are meant to replace now.
Yeah, because
Yeah, they literally are like, you're not allowed to keep them. They'll die after a while. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, match 3 games. I like them. There was a game called Big Money. That game was brilliant. Like it was a match 3 game, but a lot easier, and it had a ranking system. So it's like you're a broker, then your job slowly increases, and it gets harder and harder, and you want to try to get to like a millionaire or something. It's fun. It's fun. I don't have
so
it
there's
anymore.
kind of like story in it instead of just mindlessly.
Just
like,
a little
doing
bit. It's
something.
like you start out like as a homeless person, and you get the money, and you get the money. It's like once you get a certain amount of money collected, it's like okay, now you are a cashier or a restaurant employee or something, and you slowly get higher and ranked, and it starts moving faster and faster to get to the top, and you got a match.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, it was probably one of the funnest match 3s I've ever played. But
Yeah.
there are not a lot of those.
I don't know. I feel they're just super unoriginal because there's not much that they can do with them anymore.
Yeah.
Pretty much once you made one, it's like over. Chuzzles was like one of
just
the
a
more
reskin.
unique versions of it,
Yeah.
and I don't know if it's original or not. It could be the first of its idea. It could not be.
Yeah, I'll never know.
But it was pretty fun, like a fun take on it.
Yeah.
I would definitely say like Bejeweled and Chuzzles, they did a pretty good job. But then a lot of them just became repeats, just copies,
True.
not really
I-
adding much.
Yeah, I'd say more of the match 3 games are just pretty much money grabs at this point.
Hmm.
The older ones, I don't really think you can buy those anymore.
No? Like Bejeweled?
That-
What do you mean?
Like on Bejeweled, if you on my phone, I have an Android. I used to have an iPod. On my iPod, like I bought the game and then I was just like, I played it and like there's nothing. But if I were to get one on my phone, I would get spammed with ads.
Yeah.
So that's why I say they're just a money grab now. But
Well, they
before
are.
they were like actually like kind of like fun and
Good
quality
games.
games. Yeah.
Like Candy Crush. That game sucks.
Oh.
Yeah, the way Candy Crush is set up, it's like, yeah, you can't really play more than 5 times a day.
Unless you buy the
So-
premium
The heart
unlimited
system?
heart package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah.
it's
Well, they have
almost
to make a
guaranteed.
profit.
You get profit from ads.
That's also
you
true.
shouldn't-
Yeah.
You shouldn't have ads and like almost essential stuff to
Should
buy.
be one or the other.
It's just like,
Does the app, Candy Crush app have ads?
yeah,
Oh,
Almost
see, I
after
played it
every
on Facebook. I don't.
all of
remember
the
any
ads are.
Well,
all
Facebook
of the ads
are on the side.
Yeah.
That's true, just by being on Facebook.
So it's like you are
I
at
hadn't
this
thought about
particular
that.
app with the ads on the side for
That's-
Facebook.
yeah,
so
that's
Facebook
right.
and Candy Crush get paid for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think Facebook is like you can like share your score with everybody and it gets
That's
everybody
it.
else to play
It's
your
like,
game.
oh
and
hey,
then
check it out. They played Candy Crush and got the high score within 5 miles of me or something.
try and beat them.
Try and beat
Giant.
Zuck's high score.
Which you never will because he hacked the game.
You can't because he's a robot.
I thought he was an alien.
He's anything.
He's whatever
No,
he
no,
wants you to be,
remember-
baby.
He's anything.
Remember
and
when he was sitting on his rechargeable battery pack at
yeah,
the hearing?
yeah.
Wireless charging pack. There we go.
You know it.
Oh, dude, I needed one of those to charge me up in the middle of the day. Just sit down on my.
Instead of having to sleep,
Bing!
you
Mhm.
sit on something that charges
And then-
you.
It would be kind of cool.
That'd be
And
awesome,
then he has
dude.
to drink his coolant.
Yeah, his liquid coolant. Oh, is this human food? Scrumptious.
That's definitely something that. That's definitely something that I would pay for. Like if that was somehow a thing.
That would be
It's like-
insane, dude.
A recharger, so you didn't have to sleep.
You mean a charger?
I feel like it'd be more like a pill or something.
Yeah,
but,
well,
yeah.
yeah.
Like a
that's
caffeine
basically
pill
It
or
would-
some shit.
It wouldn't be like an actual charge.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
But
man.
like, because sleep
sure they're
takes
working on
so
it.
much time, no, it's not possible.
Yeah, and that we know
There
Yeah.
of.
has to be. I'm sure there's something.
It used to be
more than-
impossible to fly, but look at us now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're still not doing it. So
What do you mean we're not
it's
doing it?
possible
We got
it
planes.
happens.
Yeah. What do you mean?
No, I'm talking about
There's lots of ways to
charging.
fly.
Evan, You're not listening.
I
I'm
was,
saying to charge yourself.
but I'm just making a point.
I think in
That it's-
maybe not the near future.
It's
You know
not
what, you're
within our
right.
sights.
In the future, I'm going to be able to breathe underwater, and you know what?
Maybe.
I'll start
Possibly.
that.
It's possible.
I'll start that tomorrow.
It's not
Hey,
like
you know
gonna
what
go
else
in
might
the
happen in the
lake.
future? Candy
I'm gonna go
Crush
in the
might
lake
get
and
rid of its
prove
ads,
I know
you
that's
guys.
not happening.
and they might get rid of the life
Parker,
system.
Parker, I want you to prove to me that you can breathe underwater.
I can't because we haven't invented it yet. Just like back in
Okay,
the.
then invent it and breathe underwater.
Just like they haven't invented adless Candy Crush
That-
with infinite lives.
Evan, there's a lot of absolutes in this world. That's one of them. They
Yeah.
will always have ads.
Yes.
Oh,
Money at this point
Alright.
is an absolute.
Yeah, especially for Candy Crush.
EA is gonna be the general statement of everybody.
Dude, if we can create chargeable battery packs that we just sit on, so we can play League 24/7, why didn't we think of that?
oh,
You right?
We're
The
geniuses.
best ideas.
oh.
I would also
My
need
chest.
Evan, you can play
I need
Infinite
like
Overwatch.
600 calming candles and like just like massage music behind me,
Oh,
just like.
I also need a cure for bleach if that's the case.
Bleach for your eyes.
Have you guys tried your favorite snack, Tide Pods?
Oh, they're delicious.
Yes!
They've got some good flavors, dude.
No. I don't know what I think
Kids.
of the match 3 games. They're kind of fun for a while, but like I feel like after so many minutes, I only have so many brain cells to spare, and then I'm just like I can't play this
Yeah.
any longer.
Nope.
It's so mind numbing, but like
Yeah.
I understand the appeal as like a time killing app.
I feel you.
I don't know.
I have an issue.
They're fine.
I have a grudge with them.
I think they're fine.
I have a grudge because I'll be on the App Store looking for a new game to download. It's like, dude, this game, a super epic, awesome street, blah, blah, blah. This game is going to be so good. I look at the previews, it's a match 3 games. Every time, dude, the game looks so promising. And then it's a match 3 game. Literally,
a tank!
you can evolve your
There's
heroes.
just a
you can
picture of a
upgrade.
tank. You don't even get to do anything
There's a
with it.
dragon, there's a sword. But you're matching the colors to do your attacks. This is lame.
Classic app strategy.
Match the 3 fire symbols to do a fire attack. If you match 3
Stupid
waters and a
marketing.
fire in the same turn, you get a combo. And it's like, this is lame, dude.
Oh, you know what? Have you guys ever played Puzzle I can't think
Puzzle
of the name.
Crush.
No, there's one. There's like a
Puzzle
Mario
Crush.
one.
Puzzle.
Puzzles and
Dr. Mario?
that might also be one. I don't know if that's the same
Oh,
category.
no, that's
no,
Tetris. Never mind.
puzzles and I'll find it.
Puzzles and parasols.
Puzzles.
Mario
Match it.
What
puzzles
was it?
and
Super Mario
it's called
Crazy
Puzzles
Fit
and Dragons.
Ew.
Puzzles and
Bro.
Dragons, but there's like a
What?
Mario version that
2
I
thumbs
had.
down.
Can we get escalators and eels though?
Escalator.
Well, no, it was
Escalators.
there was like a normal app that was called Puzzle and Dragons, and they did like a collab and made a Mario. It's alright.
Escalators.
I don't know. I was just thinking.
I'm gonna
you
move
won
on
the game.
to the next topic, maybe.
Wasn't
Are you
worth the full
sure
price.
we shouldn't spend another 20
I
minutes
would
on
rather
that?
not. I think we've exhausted. Unless you guys have
Alright,
something to add.
hey, can I say something real fast?
Yes, please do.
Can you?
Okay, so real fast, let's all recharge while breathing underwater, and then we can get to the next segment.
I'm gonna fly.
Are you lighting that in your mouth?
Yeah, totally.
It doesn't light if it's upside down.
What was? Oh, is that true?
No, this one does, I believe.
Oh, that's
Well,
cool.
what was the flashing light then?
Huh?
Was that just like your screen?
Nothing.
Probably an illusion.
I don't know. When you held it, it looked like your face got. It looks like your face got a little darker and lighter.
Yeah, this one uses a little electric spark.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Neat.
Yeah.
Sponsor. Next up, I want to. So I was really disappointed
Free
a
sponsor.
couple weeks ago because I was gonna play a game called The Mighty Quest for Epic Loot, and that was an awesome
Oh,
game.
boy.
You could create your own dungeon and everything. It was shut down, and it was a really good game because I think it did like loot dropping really, really well. Like I think
How
it
do
was
they do it?
like so you would complete.
Proc.
So you'd make your own dungeon, and you'd fight other people's dungeons. And once you complete it, based on how hard their dungeon was, and how well you did during the dungeon, how fast you did it, the percentage of it that you complete, you get better equipment, and then that kind of situation.
Oh yeah. I think it's
That is cool.
That game
Yes.
at one point.
They shut down the servers, which is Really sad because I wanted to play it. That game
R.I.P.
was so much fun.
So like in Overwatch, for example, you're saying like if that were to transfer, the better you do against better opponents, the better loot you get.
You're against a bunch of 300s. The longer the match goes, the more kills you do, the less deaths you have, the better the box would be.
And you're assuming you're lower level than 300.
Well, let's just
because if you're higher, that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And then you get really good stuff.
Is probably, are you talking about in-game drops, like stuff
that
like
benefit items
in game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then Overwatch would not be that.
Yeah, that's aesthetics, but there's not really. No, I think that's a fine.
Oh, you got like
actual equipment,
usable things.
Yeah, so that'd be something in like Fortnite, where like you actually are doing better. You get better shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
I
know
guess
a game
aesthetics that would suck to have to be.
I think I know a game that did balance loot drops pretty well, and that was Borderlands.
Oh, that was the other one I was thinking of. Yeah.
The more people you have, the better loot you can get.
Yep.
But
I thought it was just the more
monsters are harder.
So you have to get your friends to buy the game to get better loot.
Yep. Oh my gosh. Me and my friend Tom would try to farm this giant bug boss because we wanted the epic gun that they had, but we couldn't because we didn't have enough players, and I was sad.
Wait, I want to ask though, how is that not the case though? Because you said not really. I'm just curious.
Well, no, like you can still get the stuff. You just have to do it more so that like you're not getting as many drops unless you have more players.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Ian was saying there was like a bigger chance.
Well, yeah, there's
by having more people.
There's a better chance of
because you're
getting
doing it more.
Yeah. See, the boss gets harder, but you get better loot.
Yes. So the harder the boss, the more
I like that.
better equipment. Yeah.
Yeah, it gives you better stuff because it's harder to beat.
Yes.
Even with 4 people,
because you're
but
scaling
it would be like scaled more than 4 times.
Because you are still the same strength, but there's more of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
It does pretty good job at that. And the one thing that is kind of cool is when you're playing with multiple people. When you beat the game, I don't know if it's the first time or every time. There's like this ultimate rare chest that you keep seeing throughout the game. You're like, I want to open it, but it's like you need these keys. The keys you can either buy or you get them when you beat the game.
Yes.
And, when you open it, you get 10 keys, and you get to open this chest 10 times. It is the most disappointing thing ever when you open that and you don't get a single gun that benefits your character.
Yeah.
So with multiple people, you can be like, I just got a sniper. This doesn't help me. Here, have this sniper.
Yeah. You
give it to your dude who's running a sniping class. Yeah. And it's like,
okay. Yeah. That is cool.
Yeah.
But I think that is like the best, quote-unquote, best way to balance rare drops is by more players, the better. Or the harder the difficulty, the better.
Yeah, the harder the difficulty.
That's a good way to go about it, yeah.
And what's another thing? Generally, I feel if you do it quicker.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't know.
More
it depends what it's in combination.
Depending on the game.
And it depends what else.
Some games it's like, some games you have the option of like, if you pick a tank, you're gonna do it slow, so you shouldn't be penalized for picking a tank. You're a guy. So depending on the game, like Path of Exile and stuff like that, you can still play through the game as a tank, but you're gonna do stuff slower. You shouldn't be penalized for doing it slower because you picked a slower character.
Right.
That makes sense.
You should get better equipment even for doing it.
Unless if everybody's like equalized in strength. Pretty much in like if everybody can do stuff at the same pace roughly, I feel if you do it maybe it doesn't deteriorate, but like if you finish it really, really fast, you should get something cool, and then everything's just medium.
Yeah, like under a minute or something crazy.
Or what if you did it slower and you got better drops?
Wait. How about instead of we just scrap all that idea and then we just pay for better?
Oh, why did you think of that?
Oh my god, how has that never been done?
That's genius, Ian. You're a madman.
EA hasn't done that ever.
How's that like $1 million idea? Come on, Ian.
We can make a company based on that.
Cough.
Wow, you should clear your throat.
Why is that fire hazard in your house?
I don't know.
Looks at my thing with like 60 candles.
No, that's not a fire hazard because I'm not gonna light it on fire.
I know.
I will
cool.
light that game on
You
fire.
can't see how close this is to my mouth. Like, it was like 3 or 4 inches away.
But Evan, the problem with it being slower and getting better equipment is you just stall forever.
Yeah.
What? I was kidding.
I couldn't tell, dude. You play tanks. Duh. So you expect? I don't know when you're serious, man. You're a madman.
Never
what was the other
mind.
game? WoW, World of Warcraft, I think has weird loot drop where it's just flat.
They have loot?
It has a flat
Yeah.
rank. Like you defeat this, no matter what level you are or what level, how many people you have, it's always the same rating for the drop.
Really?
Yeah. So like if you do a raid
That's
boss,
kinda
it's got the same drop rate. I could be wrong about this. It's almost fact.
odd.
I'm
So
pretty
if
sure.
you manage to
That's
do
one
a
way to
raid
do it.
boss at a really low level, like
So,
you feel like
yeah.
really
But you have to
bossing
be
that
able to
shit.
equip some stuff. So like you have to be level 50
Okay.
to equip this item or something.
But doesn't that make it really easy to, like, farm off a lower level boss?
Well, then they
Well, no, they would drop
the
it lower.
equipment would be
their-
crappy.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not
And farm XP.
bad.
That's okay.
But like,
I kind of like it being random, because in some cases, like World of Warcraft, you can usually people grind off the lower level bosses because they'll give you like one crappy gun, but if you like upgrade it
wild
to
guns.
far on, it becomes like ridiculously OP. Like there'll be stuff to be like, oh well, make the gun your current level, and it'll be like, oh, this gun that I got at the beginning that I got rid of is amazing.
suddenly it's level 100, and that's crazy because the best gun I did have was level 50.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I just
stuff like that. I kind of like it being random.
I do like
Because
randomized.
It does put in
Yeah.
like a really wow not World of Warcraft, but the
Wow.
wow factor. Like, oh my god, I just got
World of
a
Warcraft
legendary weapon or something like that.
It's like in Pokemon when you got that 1% chance to get a Slugma.
I caught that slug.
I know you
and
did.
now have him a cargo.
Oh, you already got him over.
Congrats.
Good job.
Hell yeah, dude.
So
Still, did you get another 4 times week Pokemon yet?
I currently have 3,
Nice.
which is already like
Way too
threatening.
many.
Having 1 is kind of threatening to be honest, but like 3 is a big deal.
it's kind of
You
scary.
Come across a
Team is
Pokemon with all of them. It's just
Hot
like,
garbage.
But I really like when it has the scaling. I don't have a problem with the flat. Like, there's a 0.001% chance to get this. That's fine. If you're into
Yeah.
grindy kind of things, that's totally fine. But if it's like, if you have 5 more friends, now you have a 1% chance to get it instead of a 0.001%.
yeah, I definitely agree with the stuff increasing.
Yeah. I
I feel there still should be the chance for
Yeah.
like that really rare thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I just think that the scaling makes games exponentially better.
Oh yeah.
If they did that for League,
You
that'd be great. Like, your capsules got better depending how well you did to level up. It's like
I would like that.
for every win you get,
Supposedly
it's a
they get better, but
chest.
they don't.
I don't believe that.
They're the exact same.
I don't believe it. A
I
hot
think
I
take.
mean,
they
there,
get- I
there's
think
like the
the 10 every 10 one gets an okay one.
yeah, there's
it's, like,
milestone
better.
ones.
Yeah, but
League.
takes you
Yeah, what
forever
a
to
chump
get to the
game,
milestone.
dude.
No, I just the balance.
It's such a good game. It's so
Lack
balanced.
So
Ooh. It's a fun game. Anyone else
You
have
get
a
one
point
shot.
about loots?
I have a new champion that I ban every time.
I'll go with us.
Kaiza?
No,
Nice.
I always play her.
Oh,
Ian, you got anything about that or no?
What?
Loot.
I said I like Borderlands loot system.
Good enough. I want to. Moving on. We touched a little bit on this. Grinding in games. That's like Tyler's specialty. Loving his grinding.
boy.
I'm like on the opposite
We're
side of the
sinking
spectrum.
back down.
No, get up. No, up, Evan. Up. I'm gonna ban you from the podcast if you don't get up.
Ooh,
This is about to
replaced.
become a 3-man podcast if you don't get up.
He's
Okay.
Darth Maul.
All right,
All
But
right,
Right,
I'm
guys.
grinding down. I'm grinding
we are
down here.
accepting applications. Please put applications in the chat.
I'm just gonna mute Evan
Yeah.
real quick.
Oh shit.
Get mutied.
I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum. I don't really like grinding. Nah, it's not my thing. Which is why I don't really like Stardew Valley. But Tyler, take it away. Oh,
All right, I'll go.
All right, Ian. Good
My
talk,
hands are
Tyler.
hot.
No, see, Tyler's grinding that heat.
Oh. Ooh,
No, but yeah, I mean, I'm not like, ooh, that game's a grindy game. I'm getting it and I'm gonna love it forever.
oh,
No,
come
I
on.
don't. But like, I generally enjoy some types of grindy games because it's they're relaxing. It's kind of like one of those things you just do it, and it's not like, well, here we go. I'm gonna another just like next boss time. But like, I like the grindy because it makes games longer. That's one thing that I've talked about it before. I really enjoy longer games because you don't just like, here's $60 or here's $20 and you beat the game in 3 days, 4 days.
Oh.
But I just
Seems
I
like
like
everyone's having a good
playing
time.
through the games.
Everyone's having a great time.
And
Let me be Evan.
one thing that I don't like in some grindy games is when you can lose all your progress.
Ugh, yeah,
That's kind of the reason why I don't like Dark Souls. Is because you don't lose like your position progress, but you lose all of your souls if you screw up, and then it's like, well, gotta sit here and grind all the stuff that I just grinded up again because I accidentally fucked up twice.
Yeehaw!
Yeah, so it's like, if you make progress, it's quite enjoyable, unless if it's like something where you have to sit there in one spot
Yeah,
for like weeks at a time. It's just like
not fun.
not enjoyable.
Um,
But I don't know, I find it
Bring out
fun,
the
kind of
Nintendo.
relaxing thing to do
right.
before bed or something.
It pains me.
My beef with grindy games, like Pokemon, I feel is a very grindy game.
Sometimes, yeah.
So like we're playing the Pokemon MMO or whatever you want to call it.
Should we explain what that is?
It's Pokemon Online.
Wait, can
It's
you
just-
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was
It's basically you play through
Yes,
all the
Joe.
regions almost, and it's fun. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like I've done everything that there is to do, quote unquote, in Pokemon that's enjoyable. Like Diamond, play through that game, perfect. Not Diamond. Heart Gold,
Hearthstone.
Heart Gold, good game. Platinum, good game. But then like I'm playing this one online, and it's just like the only time I really find time to play it is when I'm doing something else. Like if I'm playing a game on my phone, it's like, I mean, while I'm doing that, I guess I can farm. Oh look, I beat the Elite Four. Oops.
Oops.
Looks like I'm there now. But it just seems like if I'm going to play a grindy game, I might as well just play something else that's more involving. Now, not to say that grindy games can't be good, because I think that there can be good grindy
Yeah,
games.
what you're saying is you just enjoy story.
Like Minecraft is kind of grindy. Like you got to get all your materials and crap. You got to grind. But I think that's a lot more involving because there's a little bit more mystery to it. Like anything can happen. Like suddenly a creeper and then a spider. It's like, oh, I gotta fight them off. But in Pokemon,
I wouldn't
it's
say
like
mystery is the right word, but I know what you're going for.
a random factor.
Yeah, it's
Whereas
not just the same thing.
in Pokemon, you'll be like, Vine Whip on the horsey, Vine Whip on the Krabby, Vine Whip. Ooh, look at there's this. Oh no, I critical hit that Magikarp I wanted to capture to get my Gyarados. Boo hoo! Now I gotta wait and play my other game while I look for this Pokemon. It's just, again, not saying it's not fun because in like intervals, it has its moments. But I could not play for hours on end like Tyler could.
Oh, I generally have to take like a couple week breaks from some grindy games. Like, I'll be playing it like hardcore for like 2 or 3 days, but then I'll take like a week or two off to be like, okay, I need a little break from that, and then just back to the grind.
Yes, the grind.
Are you making like swords and everything?
But
Because you're grinding.
well, yeah, of course. I'm just like, I put my sword. I'm just like,
My arms are sore. I can't do that.
oh come on, you do that all the time, just
Yeah.
constantly. You know, this just like shaking motion. You know.
Man, my hands are hot now.
Press it.
Anything
Hit
else?
it in.
He did.
I already did.
Press what? I don't know what he's talking
I
about.
don't
I
know
couldn't
what
hear
you're
it.
talking about. You already did.
What? I already did.
I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it either. There we go.
Where the heck is my bell? Oh well. Anyone else have a comment on grinding?
Can I say some words?
Wow, you can't see perspective at
Yes,
all.
I would love to hear your words, Evan.
All right. So grinding is like it's a necessary component in games because you
I'm not
can't
sure
have a
if it's
game
necessary.
that like scales difficulty without some level of grinding because you have to like get stronger somehow.
Oh yeah.
But it's just, oh my god, it's something I hate doing more than like almost anything in the world. Like if I were to make a list of things I don't like doing in video games, it'd be like right under tutorials. Like, ooh,
That's reasonable, yeah.
just high tier. But I get it's necessary. I'm kind of with Parker. Like if I have to grind, I'll do some other stuff while I'm doing it, and then it's not too bad because
Oh,
I
yeah,
remember the
like, I'll
fun
watch
part
you.
about it and not the pure grind. But like, oh, I cannot do it for me. Probably about an hour is my cap. Like shiny hunting, that was a grind. I probably sat there, did nothing else for an hour and a half, and my brain hurt. Like I actually had a
Some
headache.
people sit there for like 4 or 5 streams.
I
trying
have
to get, like one shiny.
dead respect for your Iron Will streamers.
Oh yeah.
Like
That is a courageous feat.
I think this one person, he had like 16,000 encounters with a Pokemon before he got the shiny.
Jeez.
Oh, were
I mean,
these SOS battles or was this older?
I'm not sure. I think it wasn't SOS. He was just resetting in like one of the newer games. I think it was for a
Oh.
shiny Savali. It's just like
Oh,
you can
thought
just
of
get
that.
fucked. You can get
Oh my god. I hope you got that shiny Silvally.
Oh, I think you did.
I very much hope so.
At that point, you're pretty much committed.
Committed.
Oh,
Committed.
that is a wow.
Wow.
So was the question like how much grinding is like a good
How
amount
much
of
is
grinding?
okay?
I think there is definitely an acceptable amount, even if I don't want to do it. That's not
Yeah.
the developer's fault. That's just the way games work. It's just an element of things.
It's
I don't know.
agree, it's necessary, but
If there's like, when is it too much? If there's more grinding than like other parts of the game, like if there's like more grinding than like story or action or game, like normal gameplay, whatever like your other elements are, that's I think is when it's too much.
I feel there's two types of games, and like
Mhm.
from my opinion, there is like story-based games, and then there's just grindy games. Grindy games.
What about action games?
I'm talking about in terms of like grind.
Match 3 games.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So like, grindy games, they can be as grindy as they want because that's kind of what their goal is.
Yes.
You know, like RuneScape, you can't
Mhm.
complain about RuneScape being grindy because that's the whole game.
Mhm.
But like in terms of Pokemon, you shouldn't have to grind
Okay.
somewhere for I feel more than like an hour at a time,
Yes.
like max.
Because
If you're meant to progress through the game, it's a bit ridiculous to have to sit somewhere for like 2 real days in time, not playing the whole time, but like I've been like, oh, I'm at this spot for 2-3 days. I'm kind
Yes.
of annoyed that I haven't made progress, and by the time you do, you kind of forget what's going on.
Right.
and you're making like less progress than you are spending time grinding.
Yeah.
Like that's when it's too much.
Yeah,
But
like for instance, if you
Yeah.
beat like one gym in Pokemon, and then like you have to fight a rival right after, and you have to grind to fight the rival after you just grinded to fight the boss
yeah.
or
Right.
the gym leader.
Yes. That yeah.
You're just like, ah,
Yeah. But even
Are you talking about
grindy
the, like,
games.
Gen 3
sorry.
difficulty jump?
pretty much.
But even grindy games such as Stardew Valley still have like there's still like a sense of progression.
Yeah, that's
You know what I
true.
mean? Like yes, you're grinding, but your farm's improving. You're talking to people, and
To a
you're
point. Eventually, it just becomes
exploring.
like grind simulator.
True, but like for a normal person's gameplay, then
Normal.
yeah,
I'm
like
not
when they
normal.
still have their soul levels of gameplay, like there is a progression.
There's a chance that
Yeah.
you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
Anyone else, or are we gonna hop
Oh,
on?
I'm sorry.
down the
I
rabbit trail?
ranted. there.
Ah, you're
I
fine.
don't
dude.
even know if Ian put his opinion in at all.
Ian, what do you think of grinding?
I mean, it's there.
Only with women.
I mean, it's kind of like Parker. Like it, I play games that aren't really grindy
Right.
too often, so I don't think like too much grinding is fun, but like more recent Pokemon games have been more enjoyable just because
the XP share,
they
dude.
took out the
you don't have to
grinding.
grind up
Thank
all your
you.
guys.
Yeah.
The EXP share is nice.
Like
Yep.
no, to a point, nobody likes grinding. I think
In Pokemon,
Yeah.
especially.
nobody
was a
really
great
likes
choice on that
grinding too
part.
much, but like sometimes you like if you want something, it might be a little bit necessary, but it's so boring and nobody will
Yeah.
like it that much.
Yeah, Pokemon's a good example of being like
Yeah.
not rewarding for grinding at all.
It does not until they evolve.
Yeah.
You're not EV training in a playthrough. I just want to level up my guys so I can get to the Elite Four and then
not
EV
die.
train.
Yeah.
But like until then, just give me my XP and let me fight everything at a reasonable level.
Like scale my characters to the level of everyone else.
Yes, and they do that, and I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
So nice.
Thank you, Game
That
Freak.
started in like 6th gen. It's like you could literally play through the game and not grind at all.
Yep.
If you just fought all the trainers
Yep.
and you would normally.
Yeah.
So like you can just get through the game. You don't
Yep.
have to be like, well, time to sit here for 2 hours in this bush walking back fighting Weedles.
Phenomenal decision.
Yeah, it was a good
Thank
decision.
you, Game Freak.
But Ian, yeah, no, I totally agree. That
I
Pokemon
agree.
was, it's fine.
I'm looking at you,
I'm liking it.
black and white.
And then slaps on that EXP share, and I'm like,
The game became so much more enjoyable
did.
Yes.
It really did.
because they took out the grinding.
Right. The part that
I'm
everyone
looking at you,
hated.
black and white.
Crap, now I want to
Yeah.
play Sun again.
Did Black and White have a lot of grinding?
Yeah.
There, it was like specifically when you fight the Elite Four. So you can't do like a lot of the.
Oh.
You can't do a lot of the end game stuff until you beat the Elite Four the second time.
Oh yeah.
The
yeah.
first time is like totally reasonable, and the second time there's like a 20 level jump, and it's like,
Why?
what do I train off of? I can't beat these guys yet.
The Pokemon in the.
I have to like 6-man to get one of their guys.
It's a bummer.
At that point, you spend all your money, and then you just keep fighting.
Yeah.
Alright.
Black and White 2 is a little better, but I think that X and Y was ultimately the fix to that.
But you know what else is the fix to this podcast? It's
The next
Tyler's
segment.
Loot Crates. Woo!
I wanna hear it. I haven't heard about this either.
Tyler is
let me get more
subscribed to Loot
excited.
Crates. He's gonna give us his review on this month's Loot Crate.
So, none of these 3 dudes have actually seen any of this stuff yet.
I
Except
did! It was on the
this
set.
shirt! The Norse horse, of course.
Norse Horse.
Pretty nice. Actually like it.
Disclaimer, I know what's in it because I
Still
saw it on
got
your
the
Snapchat.
armpit.
Ooh,
Wait, what?
I saw it on your Snapchat.
What is the sushi from the box?
No.
No.
No, it was a couple weeks ago we posted
Scared
where
me.
he was in his
You
Loot Crate.
scared me, dude.
I would not eat sushi.
You
out of
scared
a
me. I was
box
actually
from the
concerned.
mail.
I was like, did
Tyler,
you take that to a
you're gonna
restaurant?
die.
I would die.
You would die. This was like 2 weeks ago. That's when he got the box.
Hold up, let's see.
And they had to ship it?
Make sure I get everything. Okay. I have it all here.
Let's see it.
I like my sushi
So-
extra raw.
To start off, you got the monthly pin. It is
What's
what's it called? Hold up, open in the list.
Oh my god.
I looked at it. Well, it has a thing that tells you. Sorry.
That is neat. Can you show
yeah,
us the list?
I will in a bit.
I'd love to see this list.
Because it'll spoil the rest of it.
Hey,
We don't want any
Tyler,
spoilers.
guess who else has a coin? I have a coin.
Ooh, nice.
It's a Mario Odyssey coin.
So I put this on my my Mega Man thing.
Mega Man!
Got more stuffs. But yeah, so It is a the Sea of Thieves pin.
Ooh.
The game that you may have seen Magikarp use Fly to review.
Oh,
Basically,
that is neat.
it's a really cool pirate game that you can play over, and then you realize it's really boring and not worth $60. But
Damn.
the pin's pretty cool.
The game is like super cool, but it's
Yeah, the
not worth
idea is
$60.
And then I actually got 2 other pins. These are both Skyrim pins. I don't know much about Skyrim, but these are 2 pins, and they look pretty cool. They look nice on my lanyard that I'm slowly gonna fill up.
We're gonna go to Comic-Con, and he's gonna look like a pimp. He's gonna buy a cane.
Actually, I'm gonna look like a kawaii Japanese schoolgirl.
Blastodoisu!
And I haven't opened this yet. It's a car freshener, air freshener.
That looks like a
It's
Skyrim.
it is Skyrim.
Does it smell like Skyrim?
I don't
Does
know.
it taste like
Let's
Skyrim?
see.
You gotta date the marble. You gotta
That smells
be the
good.
marble.
I gotta be
It,
the model.
Oh,
It kind of has like a pepperminty smell. It smells really nice.
so does the world of Skyrim smell like peppermint? Is the
Mm.
question.
That smells so good. I'm putting that in my car. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's really good. I like the smell of that. I didn't actually expect it to smell much of anything. These next 2 things are actually pretty cool.
Let's hear him.
This is a World of Warcraft cookbook. I think it has like all of the foods and stuff from
What?
that you can like make in World of Warcraft.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
But they're like legitimate.
That is cool.
foods. Like it actually tells you how to make some of this. Like lukewarm. Wait, it's gonna be hard to read because it's backwards on my screen. Lukewarm yak roast broth. Like it actually has stuff that you could make.
That
2
is cool.
cloves of garlic.
That's pretty rad.
Like that's
Yeah.
sweet. Like
Yeah.
I can actually use this to make
Oh.
stuff.
What are you gonna make for us, Tyler?
I don't know.
Gonna make
Maybe one day it will.
These nuts on
Hit
your
us with
chin.
that 4-course meal.
Ooh. Beer
Make that a
roasted
6-course.
boar ribs.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's actually pretty cool. Like they're legitimate things. At least it seems.
That's pretty
like it.
neato burrito, is what that
And,
is.
The next is the monthly figurine. This was like, at least it seemed like the main thing for the loot crate this month. They always seem to have like one main thing, and it's this. Oh, it's
Ooh.
sweet. That's
Who's
also
that?
it's an exclusive Sea of Thieves. It's his name is Flameheart. It's like a ghostly like skeleton creature that you fight at
That's
some
cool.
point. I know he's like a boss. It looks sweet. Like, this is pretty big.
What was the theme you said?
I don't actually know what the theme is.
Oh, I thought I
It-
missed it.
I think it's just like older themed games. So like
Okay.
Skyrim's pretty old. World of Warcraft.
Oh,
is
like medieval?
yeah, medieval-esque.
Okay.
Because you got pirate ships. You got
Yeah, that old game of Skyrim that they
Ooh,
released
yeah, that
again,
game's
like
new.
a week ago.
but yeah, and then
Yeah, it keeps
of
coming
course
out.
you get the list, which is also a poster.
Ooh.
God of War.
Ooh.
You see it all? So that's pretty lit. I remembered not to put it on my wall so I could actually show you guys. And yeah, then on the back of each one, it has like a description of everything you got. So
Neat. Now when you hang it up, you don't get to see that again.
exactly.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, so it's pretty cool. I like it. I thought this one was pretty nice. It gave you some pretty cool things.
Fantastic.
I'm kind of interested in this because I might want to actually try and make some of these. Be kind of fun.
Tyler, is there anything by chance
Steaming
made with
chickens.
meat?
Oh, that's the dream.
All
Is
of
there
it,
a single
probably.
dish in there?
I'll be surprised if any of them don't have. Ooh, soft banana bread.
Ooh!
Did I hear banana bread?
I really
Yes.
could go with some banana bread.
Wait, banana
I
bread
love
has
banana
meat in it?
bread.
Guys, we need to
No,
get
it
together.
doesn't.
No, he wasn't.
It's the only thing without meat.
Guys, let's
Fine.
get together and make some banana bread.
That actually, I honestly kind of want to do this.
no.
That'd be cool.
Bread.
I want to follow some of these and see if they're actually like legit instructions.
That'd be good.
Why don't you
If
hit
we
us with?
follow it, like, will it actually work?
Anything else, Tyler? Or is that all that was in your crate?
Nope, that's it.
Oh, that's it. Okay, that was Tyler's Loot Crate review. You can catch us out next month, and we'll do another one. We'll see what it is. Loot Crate sponsor us,
Pretty lit.
please.
I enjoyed it. It was a lot of cool stuff.
Hey, Evan.
Yeah?
Want to tell me about the last time you raged at a video game and you stopped playing?
Why doesn't he tell all of us?
Yeah, why not?
What do you tell us, Rager?
Yeah, I would love to tell you. I can give you a list of games that I stopped playing because I raged at. Pokemon,
I've never like. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you.
League of
Getting
Legends,
Do you want me to go first? or-
Mario Kart,
Okay.
Pokken Tournament.
Wait. Are you talking about like permanent stuff?
No,
Or
these are just
stop
like
playing
I
it?
have said. Okay, I'm done playing this game if I'm playing with someone.
I got this.
A
So,
lot of games.
the only game I've ever like raged enough to like stop playing is League of Legends, and I've never like thrown a controller or something kind of ridiculous like that or punched my monitor. But yeah, I was just like a few times I've just been like, I don't want to play this anymore, and I uninstall it for a couple of months. But it's like only League. I don't know. I don't really. Like, I'm not saying I've never gotten like a little salty at another game, but just that one in particular makes me salt.
Believable.
It just feels unfair, and it just puts me over the edge. What
think-
about you guys?
I think the last time that I rage quit, it was Fortnite. Just because you
Whoa,
lose and you
yes.
can never win. But,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's just sometimes it just feels really bullshit because you know these people have way more experience than you, and you still get matched with them. I get the fact that later
Yeah.
on it'll be hard to match people with people of your level, but like, considering there's literally no chance of me winning a game currently, it's pretty depressing playing it.
That's life.
Like, you fight these people and you get hit with like just a pistol from far. It's not even like a sniper. It's a pistol from like miles away, and you're like, you get hit like 3 times from. You're like, what the fuck? I couldn't
You
even
just
hit somebody that from that far if I wanted to, and it just really just kind of makes me sad. But majority of the time it's League. League is what makes me just not really rage quit, but I just have to stop playing it. I have to take a break for like a day or two. It's like, no, I'm done.
Right?
I don't think I've ever truly quit a game though, like forever from rage. Not that I'm aware of. But yeah.
Ian, tell us about your emotional rage that you definitely have.
I don't have any emotion.
That's true.
What is emotion?
Okay, well,
That's
my
about
turn.
it.
Then, if you guys got nothing. I just get mad at games, man. It's just,
You get mad?
yeah, I don't know. Like,
I don't think it's the games. I think Parker just gets mad at the L's.
I do get mad at the L's because
'Cause
not every L, not every L.
Uh-huh.
A
Just
lot
all
of them. The L's that like I know were bullcrap. It's like we won that game, but literally all they had to do was hit the Nexus. But no, they didn't do it.
Ben was too high.
Oh, the pen was too high. Evan fell asleep. Can't win this
Ian's
game.
playing support.
The score is literally 42-10. We're winning, and we lost. Why? It just makes me.
Feels bad. It feels bad when
bombs.
when none of you guys are playing carries and you have to try and beat the game.
And then Mario Kart. I just get the worst luck. I just get Mario Karted.
You really do have the worst luck
It
in Mario Kart.
Sucks, dude.
No joke.
It's-
Every
it
time
is
you get
actual.
the first.
Every time, Evan, you guys can contest. I get the first. There's not been a blue shell the whole time. Well, give or take. Almost no blue shells. I get the first freaking blue shell of the race comes.
I think it's just because of like the timing that you get into first. Because like I don't think there can be a blue shell the first 2 laps. And you always get into it like the
No,
third.
you can get one on the second
There,
lap.
yeah,
I know for sure not the first one. I've
I'm
never
sure there's
seen one
some
before
sort
on the
of.
first one.
algorithm.
I'm sure I have, but I'm sure it's not like common.
Yeah.
I don't actually know if it is possible to get one on the first lap. Because if you think about it, it's like
Mhm.
if you can get it on the first lap, that's kind of the same thing as getting it on the first item box,
Right.
which
Yeah.
is a bit ridiculous.
There's probably some sort of like you can't get it the first 3 boxes, but you
yeah,
know.
at
But
least
see, like if you're in first and you're far enough ahead, you might be getting hit. You're on your second lap, but the guy got it on the first lap
exactly.
because they're behind.
Yeah.
Maybe first has to
It's
have like a
just
certain.
I seem like I have bad luck with those games a lot of the time. Not League. League is skill, but I get cooked over a lot. Which I
Well,
think is the case for a lot of us. Smash Bros. I just suck.
Mhm.
Relatable.
Pokemon.
Well, League is like
I just can't win for some reason.
they're kind of different. See, like when it's a 1v1 experience, if you messed up, that's on you. But like League in particular is frustrating because you're only 20% of your team, and so it's not always just you
Yeah. A lot of times, like your team just keeps fucking
get dragged down.
Yeah.
Just when you
See-
have a team of 4 and then the one random's top lane and they've lost 10 kills to a gangplank. It's minute 15 and there's no way you can win that game anymore.
My worst enemy.
But
Yeah, one of the reasons why League became so popular is that it's just like StarCraft 2 is like kind of dying a little.
Mhm.
Well, I don't think it was dying at the time, but like anyway, like League, like if you can blame somebody else for your loss, which is really like
it's pretty
awkward to
nice.
say,
Though.
but like
Mhm.
yeah, but like
Well-
think about it. If you're playing StarCraft and you lose, you're like, all right, I could have done something better, and that player
Yes.
is better than I am.
Mhm.
But League, there is 4 other people with you, and you're like, you know
And
what?
the enemy team.
Yeah.
I think I did good.
How?
How?
Because I got
It's
filled.
I
not
can't
my
blame
fault Evan
myself.
fell asleep.
That's not my fault.
And now I gotta
That-
lose because of it?
My teammate didn't
Yeah.
do this one thing, and I'm just gonna nitpick him for that.
Even if they didn't do it, just having the ability to blame on somebody else.
Yeah.
Yes.
My cat
Makes
knocked
the
out the
game more
Wi-Fi. Now everyone's
enjoyable.
gonna blame me.
Having
Also-
like an out
Yeah.
is
Scapegoats.
for League.
What are you also in?
Yeah. But like I feel like we can't totally discredit the team style game because like
Yeah.
while it can be frustrating and you want to blame other people, there's definitely the appeal is there of like playing with your friends on a squad instead of
Yeah.
1v1ing in a different game.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's
The-
just that
yeah.
in terms of like rage, being able to blame somebody else is like actually good for you, even though it's
It's a
actually.
good for you.
Evan, then why don't we just
No,
1v1?
it's actually proven
1v1.
that it reduces stress and stuff. Like if you blame yourself for everything, you tend to be more self-conscious and like you just are more down about life.
Oh, I'm
Whereas
subconscious, all right.
if you blame other people, it boosts your morale. And
I
shit.
got the other issue. Like, if I lose, if I'm on a team and I know that I lost out to the game, I'm like, that sucks. Man, I don't feel good, but I don't really feel bad. But if the team screws me over, I'm like, I should have won that game. It was so stupid. I had it in my hands. I carried as hard as I could, but those bonobos lost me the game, and I lose my mind.
Oh yeah, it's really annoying.
But if I lose, it's like whatever. I lost.
Yeah, but how come in like a 1v1 you don't feel bad or you?
I feel
like,
bad because it's like I'm better than this guy. I should win. I was winning the whole time.
Okay.
I was winning the whole
All right.
time, but then I screwed up. What is my problem?
Yeah, that makes a little more sense.
I also hate when one little mistake can
That
fuck up everything.
And then you multiply
So,
that
like-
by 5. 5 different people that
just
can
like
screw
in
up.
general.
Well, yeah, because if you all make a little mistake, it can
It's one big
Yeah.
make
mistake.
you, the other team will snowball. Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, like, in terms of, for an example, you're playing Kog'Maw versus Draven.
Ugh.
You're Kog'Maw, they're Draven. You know that you can take him if you make it, but if you die
Yes.
once, you are fucked the whole game. It's just like
one mistake can throw it all, and it's just not a good.
It happens every
Yeah.
time, man.
That's what really kind of tilts me is when just one super small mistake kills everything. Or what's even worse is when it's something like Swain E basically, where it's like, well, I got hit. Looks like we lost this fight. It's just some shit's so annoying.
That's
One teeny error and you lose.
Alright,
Straight up.
That wasn't. No, I was. Parker was making fun of my gesture.
I know.
That wasn't.
I was
about
like,
to say something, but then I like stopped
I
because
love
I
to
thought.
speak my mind.
All
I
right.
speak.
So. So what I was gonna say is, have you guys ever? So I don't feel like I've ever played a game that was like unfair to me, and then raged because of it. I don't mean like something like your teammate screwed you over. I mean like even like a single player game, something like unfair happened, and then like got mad about it. Have you?
Are you okay? So are you saying like would you consider
Just
me
something you
going
feel
in
is
Fortnite,
broken.
me going into Fortnite and then being absolutely destroyed by
Yeah.
people who are better than me?
Exactly that, yeah,
Yeah.
because it's just like it just feels like there's nothing you can
I
do about it.
Yeah.
When
Yes,
I
you can
Pokemon
play and
with
play to
Evan,
get
it's
better,
But it's
but they're
not gonna
also
help.
playing.
Yeah.
Or when
I don't
I'm
know.
facing Evan and Pokemon, it's like he knows every move I'm doing. I can't. It just feels unfair.
Yeah,
Mm.
there's just such a gap.
Yeah. You
When
know,
I was
feel-
playing,
Go ahead. What do you got, Ian?
see, I feel like this is one that I bring up all the time. When I was
Okay.
playing Uncharted 3, like 2
Oh,
weeks
that's
ago,
fine.
I think there was this one like guy that I could not even like touch. I'm just like, I'm done. So I stopped playing Uncharted for like a week.
Yeah, that's fair.
You set down your controller and
Yeah.
you're just like,
I
let
think Tyler was there when I was playing Uncharted 2,
Oh,
and there was
yeah.
this big guy. I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to kill this man's? Because
Ben was also there. He's like, "Did you try shooting him in the head?"
no, like the thing is, I was running laps around this guy, loading bullets into him for at least 5 minutes, and he was just not dying. And the key was just to fist fight him.
oh my
Like,
god,
He had unlimited health until you fist fought him.
That's
just
wow.
bullshit.
That sucks.
That's lame.
There's no like indication of that either, right?
Oh no! See, you could fist fight him when you knocked off his helmet.
Got it.
And that was about it.
That's even worse, because then you have to knock off his helmet.
Yeah,
Too.
that's very cryptic.
But yeah, it's just one of those things. Like
one of those things.
I feel skill-based games are kind of bullshit when you get put into things versus people who are better than you. For instance, imagine getting put up against a challenger player in League right now.
Oh,
Like,
not even a challenge.
so-
I'd wreck him.
So you think that
I
like
like the
bad
confidence.
matchmaking is something that
Oh, yeah.
induces rage in you?
that's kind of like it doesn't make me angry. It just makes me really sad and kind of annoyed.
Okay.
like
It makes you
that-
not want to play it.
Yeah, like in Fortnite,
Okay.
I'll get into these situations and I'll be versing people who are way better than me. Like since I'm in like silver, it'd be me versing a platinum right now or like a diamond. You just get wrecked and you have no chance.
That's what's deterring me from playing StarCraft 2. Like, I really want to get good at that game, but if I play normal competitive, it's going to be impossible.
Anybody
Yes,
who
it is.
actually plays that game still has been playing it for 10
Yeah,
years.
they're the ones that have been playing their whole life, and it's like, I want to play it, and I want to get good at it, but if I face anyone, I won't do anything, because I'll die.
Yeah,
It's
it's like you have to take the L's.
Which I'm not going to do that. I'll just stall, play through the campaign or something.
Yeah, I think part of improving is also taking the L's,
I mean,
but there
yeah,
is like a
Well,
certain gap
point,
of this
yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
Like I get losing like when you first start a game, but that shouldn't go on for months.
Yeah.
Which I could easily see somebody losing for months on Fortnite before they
Well,
actually like.
I will say something about Fortnite though. It is 100-man game.
That's what I was thinking.
So if it's there are gonna always be 99 losers in at least
Well,
in
yeah.
solo. So that is understandable that you're not winning most games. But I do agree that like
it's pretty
the
much
matchmaking
impossible
is very-
unless if you
yeah.
are like, even if you make it to the end, you're gonna
Yes.
verse somebody that's better than you by then for sure.
Yeah,
There will be at least one
It
person
always-
who is a professional, basically, of that game, and they will be in
Mhm.
the end, and you will have to fight them, and you will lose for
Mhm.
sure.
It always feels like you're more so trying to survive, and you can only get so far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
My shack.
at the very least, I could see them balancing it like with people who are new to begin with. I know why they didn't do it, because like, oh well, later on it's gonna take forever to get a 100-man queue. Yeah, but right now there are probably almost 1 million people playing it at a time. It's not gonna be hard.
I
You could
can
always
see a
change it
problem with
later
that,
and make
and
worse
Exactly.
matchmaking.
The Smurfs would be everywhere.
Oh
the-
yeah,
that's
I'm
true,
Sure,
Or just
yeah.
I'm
lower
sure
the
they
player
would be, but still, like, at the very least, it would be harder for people to be doing it.
Or
Like,
just
they would
lower-
have to make it.
Lower the amount of players in a game. Like if you have X amount of
Eh,
games, like say,
I
okay,
mean-
instead of 100, it's 75 now.
Well, the
I don't
hundreds
know
kind of
about
fun
that,
to
though.
play.
That's part
with,
of the
though.
appeal.
I
is
get
having
that, but I'm saying if they want to exchange the skill balancing for the time balancing, that's an option.
Yeah.
It's not impossible.
For time, yeah, I could see that.
Like if you're
like-
worried about half-hour queue times, to say, okay,
When-
you don't need 100, you need 75,
Yeah.
50, somewhere in there.
When
That's what we'll start
Fortnite dies, because it will eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I think they will end up doing that. They'll be like, okay, the game has to have at least 50 people to start, and then it'll have a countdown for like 5 minutes or something max.
doing. Probably
like,
a minute
It'll
or two.
count down. It starts counting down after it gets 50 people and stuff like that.
Yep.
But yeah.
All right.
No.
So that's raging. Woo! All right. Before we do this next topic, I want to remind everyone that we're going to do a Q&A section at the end of the show. So if you have any questions,
Ask
leave them.
your
And
questions.
Tyler/Ian/someone that is in the Steam, Twitch. Hey, we're doing a game review. We're going to do a game review on Kirby Star Allies.
What's that game?
Let me tell you, it's this bad boy right
Boy.
here, Kirby Star
He had
Allies.
it. I love how he just had it and he like shifted it in.
Kirby Star Allies.
You mean this one?
Yeah, that
I
one.
mean, I don't want to move.
You mean this one?
Yeah, no, it is
The cookbook?
the newest
Yeah.
Kirby game for the
This
Switch. It is a very fun game. We've all played it, and I think we all have some opinions on it. Anyone want to go first?
Why don't you go first? Because
Okay.
you love Kirby.
Okay, Kirby is definitely, I would say, top 5 game genres. Maybe top 3.
Is there a
to 5.
Kirby game you haven't played?
Yes. There are
Could you name it?
Squeak
No.
Squad
You haven't played Squeak Squad?
I
I played Squeak Squad. It was
and
good.
the Magic Phone or whatever that one is.
Magic Mirrors?
Yeah.
I have that one too.
I haven't played either. Those are the only 2 I
I
haven't
was just
played.
curious.
I played all the
Okay.
other ones.
You want to borrow them?
I'll totally buy them, dude. Yeah.
I actively have both of them right over
Yeah,
there.
sure, why not? But I've played
Just
all the
remind
other
me.
games.
Okay.
And I gotta say this one is really good. It's not as good as Kirby's Superstar Deluxe. That was massive.
So you consider it the best?
I would consider that probably the best because it's got like 7 games in one. It's got the I'm almost you can play it if you need to.
It's
Okay.
got stuff.
It's got a lot of games in it. This game is surprisingly short. Like it's a lot shorter than I thought it would be. There's only 4
Yes.
worlds plus the final boss. They counted that as a world for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is there a boss in the 4th world and then a final boss?
yeah, so you first world boss, second world boss, third world boss, fourth world boss, fifth world is just the boss.
Yeah, I think it just takes you to a new world to
Yeah,
fight
so
the
like
boss.
when you're losing a world, it's like 4 worlds, and then it's like the boss's name, so then you can fight it.
Yeah. I see.
So yeah, I played through it, and it is very fun. I think that they added a lot of good abilities to it. A thing they did in this game that I thought was really creative is similar to the shards, crystal shards. What are the name of that one?
64.
Yeah, the 64 game. You can combine elements in a way. So if you have a whip,
Oh,
you can
yeah,
combine
that.
with that lightning, and you have a
Mhm.
lightning whip now. Which I'm really glad they brought that back because that was one of my favorite mechanics
And
in the
there's-
games.
Can I add on to
Yeah,
that? It's not just like enhancing abilities. There's also combo
Oh, yeah.
things. So like There's one where like you can throw your friends, or like the umbrella
Yeah.
gets like a super umbrella, and then you can
The
like
rock, you
interact
become
with
like
it.
a curler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're water, you
So-
shoot water out of your hat, and then your ice, you can shoot 3 icicles through.
Yeah, there's like combo attacks and stuff, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, and I think all the bosses are really original. I think the difficulty in this game was kind of
Not the first one
it's not
or the second one.
the difficulty of this game is not very difficult. Unless you're playing multiplayer with your
It is
friends
Kirby.
on the
Why-
same console, then it is cancerous because
What
whoever's
do you
Kirby
mean?
controls the camera. And then you get left behind, and then you go through. There's like,
Parker
oh,
just
I
salty
didn't
that he
get the
wasn't
collect. You
Kirby.
forgot the puzzle piece.
I think if
Yeah, it is
Parker
like
was
that.
Kirby, we all would have hated that game.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because we haven't gotten to grab anything.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
But let me tell you, next time I'm not being Kirby, dude.
That's fine, dude. I want to be my man, Marks. So
One of you guys got to be Kirby
one
next
of you
time.
guys- But no, you can have so there's legendary. I think use 3 fingers. There are legendary characters that you can play.
Legendary.
You got Marks. You got
Legendary.
Rick Kuke, whatever the faces are. All
Oh,
that.
like the Super
The
Friends.
Super Friends. You got Meta Knight. You got King DDD. You got
Well,
Gooey.
Yeah, so like you recruit the enemies as you go through the game, but there's like there's areas on the overworld where you can get
Yeah,
super allies who are like actual characters rather than like
Yeah,
a
not
Waddle
somebody,
Dee.
not somebody that you would find in like a normal.
Yeah, the normal enemies are just the dudes you suck up to get that power. So you befriend the fire dude, and now you have a fire guy, or someone's playing as your fire guy, and he's just Fire Kirby, but you're the whatever the name of the guy is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sizzle Whip or whatever.
See, yeah.
But yeah,
But
no,
yeah,
I thought it was clean. You got it, Tyler. I'm gonna fix my camera while you talk.
Okay.
Well, do you have a rating, Parker?
I
Yeah,
was
do you
gonna wait
want to
till
like
want me to rate it
review
now.
a little more?
Sure. I'm trying to get my camera. Man, I pulled the plug in the back of the table.
Plug.
Not as good as some of the other Kirby games, but for the Switch, it's pretty clean. I feel like a 7. 7. Solid.
Evan, did you say all the stuff you wanted to on it? I
Oh,
wasn't sure.
well, I was just helping explaining it. I'll go next real
Yeah, sure.
fast because I don't have a ton to say. I will also give it a 7 out of 10. It's good. It's a pretty standard Kirby game. I like the mixing powers. I like the multiplayer. And my only real beef with the game is just the length, which he brought up. I wish it was longer, but the game itself is fun. I like dicking around with my friends, and that it's a Switch game.
Yeah.
Oh, and it looks so clean, let me
It does
tell
look
you.
good, yeah.
Best looking Kirby game, but that makes sense because it's the newest.
Dude, you can be your man Yo-Yo Kirby.
You can.
My man.
So yeah, solid.
Man.
I think it's a solid game. What do you guys think?
For me personally, one thing instantly does
Oh,
ducks
no.
it an entire point.
Here it
Um,
is.
It's not online multiplayer.
Duel!
Get the fuck out of here. Like
Get into 2018.
any multiplayer game that is on something like a Switch
That's
should
focused around
have
friendship.
online multiplayer.
Tyler,
There is no reason for it not to. There's
Tyler.
literally zero reason.
this game needs to get into 2014.
Yeah, 2014 or higher. So that instantly reduces its points.
Damn.
I'm not a big fan of the fact that not everybody's Kirby. I think you should have the option at least. It's not
I agree with that.
not a huge thing, but I feel it's kind of a bit iffy on like, oh well, one person's Kirby, the rest of you gotta be the other dude.
I ain't complaining. Can be his man Rick.
Another thing they could have done is they did this in one of the Mario games where this is kind of an iffy one because it's like there's good and bads to it, but I don't like it being focused on one person like Parker said.
Yeah, that's triggers me.
But I also don't like it being focused on everybody.
Fighting
that
cameras.
That causes issues in terms of like, well, we're not moving because this one idiot's in the back. I think there should be like a majority rules sort of situation
That,
where if there's like more, if there's 2 or more on one side,
it should be going that way. Whereas like it should be, I don't know, because like with one person it's like, oh well, we're either doing nothing or we are being drugged around like crazy.
Yep.
So pick Evan or Parker.
No, we gotta go back. No, we gotta keep going. We already got everything on this level.
But like if you have multiple people, at least like then when you have the one person who's like just being really slow, you can just push them along basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean I do like the fact that it's multiplayer and you use your allies and stuff to like help out. You get multiple people, like you're like, help me buddy, and like you get fire, and that stuff's kind of cool. I do enjoy that. That does give it a plus. The graphics are pretty cool actually for Kirby. Like the cutscene graphics, not the whole game. The whole game's like Kirby graphics.
Yeah.
But the cutscenes, they're really nice. Like pretty high quality shit. Oh, the hiccups. But yeah, I mean, it was overall a pretty good game. I haven't played it all yet. I've just played like a couple levels.
The first two worlds.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the
Half
fact
the
that it's
game.
short. I don't know how short it actually is, but if it is really short, like
All right, you know that world that we got to, Tyler? Parker told me
halfway.
there's another world after that, and that's about it.
yeah,
And the boss, of course, but
that's really short, especially for a $60 game.
well, and then you have to go through the game again as your allies instead of the actual Kirby's. But
Well,
That doesn't.
yeah,
that
that's,
doesn't
that's
give it
not
any
like
right.
required.
That's like
like a
saying
hard
that's like
mode.
saying Mario Galaxy. You could play through the entire game as Luigi.
yeah, I'm not saying that that's the correct move on their part.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah,
just
that's
saying
just like a new game plus thing.
Overall, honestly,
Stop on that.
there's too many negatives for positives. I give it like a 4.
Whoa, that's a
Holy
lot lower than
shit!
I
I
thought.
was not expecting.
I was
it's
not
got
expecting
going
a
for
4.
it is it's pretty.
Yeah.
That's a lot lower than I thought.
Literally, I don't like Kirby games. They're too
Okay,
easy.
that's fair.
They're too short.
All right.
Especially when there's
Okay.
multiplayer. It's just nothing's good. Nothing's going good for that game.
hmm
I would say I have a lot of complaints, like Tyler said, that I wanted to give Kirby Star Allies a 5, but in my heart, I cannot do that. I think the game is fun, but in my heart, I'm like, maybe I should give it a 5, and I'm like, that just doesn't feel right to me. So when Tyler hit us with a 4, I was like, I was feeling for the 4 the whole time, but like
Trying to
Like-
give it some support.
I wanted to give it like an average 5, but I could not do that in my heart because the game is so short. The fact that you literally cannot, if I brought my Switch over, I had to connect my Joy-Cons to another person's Switch. I can't even play multiplayer like that. Yeah, it's something simple like everybody not being a Kirby. It's just like, why not? There's a mechanic where you can change out your own character, but you're not Kirby. Like, where's the fun in that?
None.
Those are fair points for sure.
And also, like,
You know how
it's
much
got-
fun I would have had playing with you for and home? Like,
Not
got
near
the
you, anywhere.
and
Damn.
it's got the
I've already
option of
told
that.
you.
It does have the option of its local multiplayer, but it's just like,
yeah.
well, what if I don't know, like every game pretty much has multiplayer. The
What if my
Switch has
friend lives in
Wi-Fi
China?
on it. Like, why can't I play multiplayer?
Yeah. Like John, he lives so far away.
Yeah, he lives a full 20 feet away, but for him, a 2-hour walk.
Yeah, but
2 hour walk.
I was really looking to give it a 5, but in my heart, I was just like,
You can't do
My
it. You
heart.
couldn't do it.
I was looking for it in my heart to give it a 5, but in my head, I'm like,
That's fun.
I
I'm
gave the
sorry,
grade-
but I cannot do that.
The game is pretty. The game is
Yeah.
fun, but there's just a lot of flaws to it.
See,
That is,
I wanna-
yeah.
I want to give it a good score,
Fair
but
point.
I can't.
I'm kind of in the same. Like after giving it the review, I'm like, yeah, this will probably be about like a 6 or so. But after reviewing it, I'm realizing there's not much good I can say about it. Like,
Really? It's a bummer.
but
Fucking Parker just ends that. Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I had higher hopes. It was really
5.5 out of 10. Group KPDS rating. Tell your
Yeah.
friends.
yeah. Please
it's
tell
still
you,
slightly above average.
it's above average, but you know.
It's
All right.
It's a
Trust
game.
me, I wanted to give it a higher
Yeah.
score.
I
It's
know.
Pretty
game is
okay.
fun, but like it
Like
was lacking.
just if they fix like multiplayer, that alone would solve like half the problems.
I get it.
I can bump it up to a 5.5 if they added online multiplayer and everybody was a Kirby.
Yeah.
Like that
If
would be
not
the
higher.
easiest 1.5 points I've ever given. You know.
That's fair.
Because like if pretty much any multiplayer game should be online at this point,
That's-
especially with how in age things are.
especially with the
like,
game
yeah.
focused around friendship.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's literally focused around playing with other people too.
hmm So when you're focusing on something, but you're still using mechanics from the Wii from like 10 years ago,
Oh. They're using the like way before the Wii, Tyler. We
Yeah,
had
that's true.
we had multiplayer.
that's true.
Well, I think he meant like the Wii version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was more reasonable for something to be
Yes.
locally multiplayer on the Wii,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
now
Much more
almost
common.
nothing should be locally multiplayer.
Yeah. But on the Wii, it was still
No
a
one
little
should
bit
ever be
questionable.
forced to go to their friend's house.
We're done with Kirby. You know why?
Why?
It's time for Steam Games.
Everyone's favorite segment.
Everyone's favorite segment, Steam
Time for me to
Games.
catch up to Ian.
If you want to play at home, you can. Steam Games is a segment of the show where I go on Steam and I pick out 2 games on there that have been recently released, and I make up a game and I tell them to these 3. They have to guess which game I made up. The score is currently Evan at 4, Tyler 6, and Ian at 7. I have 1 point because they didn't guess it 1 week. If you want to play at home, you can. Feel free. I would not be mad if you wanted to. It's a fun
But then,
little game.
if everyone plays at home, Parker will never get any points.
Exactly. If you have any
That's the
game
goal.
suggestions to make up a fake game, leave them on our YouTube, and you might get it featured in the show. And if you do, I will give you a shout out in the stream. You boys ready? I'm gonna give you a description. It could be directly from the page. It could be not from the page. It could be something I saw, made up. It could be anything. I will only give you what is written. I'll give you no more or less information. You boys ready?
Yes.
Game 1.
No.
Okay. Game 1.
No,
I'm starting. Dear leader,
I'm not ready.
fight off the forces of the
ready
USA
yet.
as King Jong-un as he takes on planes, tanks, and infantry attacks. Blaster
Cool.
Cat attack. Upgrade your Space Cat and fight off the hordes of dog adversaries. Mule returns. A pixel tower defense game where you set up mechs to fend off hordes of donkeys. Talk amongst yourselves.
I picked the third one. Number 3, my lord.
Can you
that
describe
sounded-
the first one again?
Dear leader, fight off the forces of the USA as King Jong-un as planes, tanks, and infantries attack.
That game's so.
Can I
that
get
sounds so funny.
Can I get a description of number 3 again?
Number 3, Mule Returns, a pixel tower defense game where you set up mechs to fight off hordes of donkeys.
right.
I picked number 3 just because that sounds the least ridiculous to me.
That's one.
Yeah, I didn't have anything else to add.
I
here.
want to go. I want to go with number 2 because flying dogs and cats in space just seems really out there to me.
I'm also going with number 2.
All right. Are those your final guesses?
Yes.
Yeah, no, you guys are right. Blaster Cat attack is fake.
All right. In my mind, I had a reason like
more
you know
L's
Parker was
today.
probably playing with his dog and cat.
Yeah, I
before
kinda
came in
felt
here.
that.
That wasn't the thing. I was just trying to think, okay, I've got King Jong-un fighting the US. I got mechs fighting off donkeys. Let's just have space cats and dogs.
I felt there was no way that the Kim Jong Un wasn't real, and
Really?
even if it was fake, I feel like there's something out there like that at the very least. And I don't know. I felt like the donkey ones was
Donkey.
more possible to be a game than the cats and
I
dogs.
don't know, man. Flying cats and dogs.
You need to
is like-
stop picking first.
I also
Right.
felt like going with Ian's just so that he
Yeah,
couldn't
Ian
get ahead
needs to
of
vote
me if he
last.
got it right.
You get voting last from now on.
Wait,
I'm
why?
gonna-
Why?
I'm gonna not go.
No one
I'm
else
getting
can
a lot
vote
of
off
them right.
because you've gotten like 90% of them right.
No, I've gotten over 50% right now.
I don't even know, man.
I think I have exactly.
But we're on week 15 and I've gotten 8.
Oh, never
Right.
mind.
Yeah.
So what's the
Score is Evan 4, Tyler.
Tyler.
seven.
high
Oh wait,
five. We got this.
Parker. We didn't ask people for Q&A
High
questions.
five, Tyler.
Yeah, we did.
No, we
I
did.
asked him before the game review.
Oh, I'm sorry, viewers.
Buddy.
I
Oh,
disrespected you.
Ian, stop!
Join us next week for another segment of Steam Games. Leave them on our YouTube, and you might get featured in the show. Now we're on
Will
Q&A.
do, sir.
Q&A, ask us anything. Do we
Yeah,
have anything?
10 hut will do, sir.
Yeah.
Roger.
Let's go. All right. So there was 3 question marks, but none of them were like questions.
There were 3
So
questions.
I said who. Tyler said Evan question mark, and I asked Kevin.
No, yes, and yes.
Kevin, Evan, and Devin.
I like how the who was no.
No, there is no who.
I
So do
see.
you viewers have any questions for us? You can ask us a question about anything.
Alright.
I'm
I
gonna.
got one.
Oh,
I got one. All right. So very professional, John.
Oh, okay.
He asked, "Will you play God of War for a review thing?" Or I'm assuming that means game review.
Yeah.
we could do it as a game review. I might have to watch
Probably
some
would have to
videos on
look
it.
it up.
The criteria is
I'll-
that we need to know things about the game.
I can
Well,
watch
I
a
I'll-
don't
video.
really have any
Well,
interest in God
I
of
can
War.
buy it, but like,
But
I
To
don't
be
know.
fair, I think we're gonna have to end up starting to just look up stuff about games.
Yeah,
Because we're gonna
That
run out
is
of games
true.
that all 4 of us have.
we will run out.
yeah, one day. Oh, you haven't reviewed
Yeah,
Pikmin 2?
I'll play
Or-
it, but like
When we get there.
one day.
maybe like 2 weeks.
2 weeks, my lord.
Alright.
Don't forget to remind me to give you guys a point. I don't have a pencil.
So what?
Use your blood.
Oh, you guys should look at the.
So
Google
the
Doc.
overarching answer, I think, is
Okay.
eventually.
Oh, no,
and
I already
definitely
saw
a
that
possibility.
earlier.
Oh, did you see all of them?
Yeah, we definitely will. We definitely
Yeah,
will end up
just-
doing it.
Maybe not in the near future. Maybe we will in the near future.
It might
But
be like 2 or 3 weeks.
You
That
happy
is
about that one,
very
Ian?
Why?
Because I felt creative.
sorry, camera.
I mean, you should look at the.
These are
Google
very
Doc.
colorful text.
I
In
know.
the what?
Look at the Google Doc, but don't read it aloud.
Yeah, please don't.
Oh, I'd like to keep
Where
the
is it?
stream live.
Oh, is it on the stream?
It's on the Google Doc. It's not. No, it's not on the stream.
That would
Please no.
That would
Oh.
not be ideal.
Um,
Don't read them aloud either.
Well, I'm
we
not
will
going.
be
I have to
doing
find the
this
link.
while you guys are
Any questions?
asking us questions.
Where's the link? Oh, there it is. Sorry, guys.
I honestly have no idea where
Oh, my
right.
eyes.
Yo, guys.
What?
All right. So because John
Who
asked, will you
made
guys do a
these?
God of War review thing?
Can
How
we talk
about-
about this first one?
No.
How about we just give it
I'm
our
kidding.
initial impressions, as none of us have played it or barely seen anything on it.
A lot of movies.
Oh, can I say mine?
Sure.
Sure, go ahead.
All right. Fuck you, Kratos.
Yes.
I actually didn't know that was from God of War until John mentioned Kratos.
God, you don't know who Kratos is.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know, dude.
I don't have a
played it.
PlayStation.
I don't have a very wide game pool. So like there's like a couple games. So but those games I play a shitload.
I think the new game looks really, story-wise, it looks interesting. I saw the kid. I don't know. I saw this like guy talking about it. Like one of the developers, he was talking about how it focuses on Kratos and his like internal struggle. And I was like, man, that sounds like a game I'd like to hear the story of.
Ooh. I
Unlike
might,
most
might have
games.
to get that tonight.
Yeah. I don't really know anything about the gameplay and if it's different at all.
It looks
or
alright.
how that. I can't imagine they'd change it too much.
No, I think they might have. I think
Oh,
Ben said they changed it from like Greek mythology to like another.
Yeah, I think they did
No.
change it up a bit. I'm
no,
pretty
like
sure.
gameplay, like combat.
Combat.
Oh, yeah, no,
Oh,
I
I
think
would imagine that's probably.
I
the
think they changed
That's what
it
I
to
was
like.
talking about.
Did you ever play like Batman Arkham series?
Yeah.
at all?
Yes.
I think they changed it up to like that kind of play style.
So it's open worldy or just like the combat system?
The combat wise.
Okay. All right. That makes more
Oh,
sense.
Bear Professional says it's Norse mythology.
Oh, stand up.
What?
What?
Stand up. Show him the Norse.
Oh, the Norse horse, of course.
The Norse horse. There he is. Come on, Tyler.
The
There
program.
you go.
The Norse horse.
The Norse horse.
Oh wait, of course. Nice.
What?
Oh, he said combat is now like Shadow of Mordor, which is also like a
Shadow
modified version of Batman Arkham games.
Can I get on a? Do we have any other questions, or can I get on a subtopic?
Probably just
Go
some
ahead.
topic. I think we're done.
All right, that new Spider-Man game, which is kind
Ooh.
of similar to Arkham Asylum, the run around stopping bad guys. The
Mhm.
combat's like kind of similar.
Ooh,
And,
I want to play that.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that was rad.
Is it on the
that
P-
out yet?
It's PS4 exclusive.
Yeah, PS4 exclusive.
Well-
I thought about getting it. I
Yo,
haven't decided
Ian.
yet.
Want to play it together?
I
Sure.
said it. I'm gonna play it.
Spider-Man 2018.
But yeah, looks cool.
September 7th.
I like how rather than so that I don't have to listen to the backstory again, he's already like in his prime in the game, which is something I appreciate.
Yeah, who needs backstory?
He's like early mid 20s, like he's been at this a while. He's like, all right, I got this.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Rather
since,
than being just like, whoa, what are these superpowers? Why are my hands sticking to things
what the fuck?
more than normal? So yeah,
Okay, so I'm gonna take this question over.
All right.
let's hear it.
So this one's from Time to Make Fun. It's is there
My
a
favorite
song or movie you would like to see made into a video game? I guarantee you, there's
song.
a yes. I can't think of it. I have to think.
Can I? Oh,
Let's hear it. Evan.
oh, whistle. I want it to be a VR game.
Really?
It's a song by I think Pitbull.
It's
Can
the
you
one
blow
about
my whistle,
blowjobs.
baby,
Yes.
whistle, baby, let me know.
No, but like an actual movie into a game. How to Train Your Dragon. I don't know if they have a game or not.
They
But
got
There
online
probably
games.
is,
There's an online game.
But considering we don't know about it, there's
Yeah.
It's not good.
it's likely bad.
I feel like a
Think
good like full hash fighting on dragons, like that'd be cool, like a PvP situation, or the racing game from Wreck-It Ralph,
No, what game would be great?
Oh,
like Sugar something, Sugar
You know,
Mario
Sugar
Kart
Rush.
2.0.
you know what game would be great for
What?
the movie? Ready Player One.
Yes,
I
I
that'd be
agree.
interesting.
I don't.
agree.
I would love
actually.
that, dude. Like,
I don't
not
know.
even the
Love that.
VR part of it, just the actual game. If they wanted to make it in
I-
VR, that'd be fine.
Wait, do you mean a game based on the movie or like the
The
Oasis
game
being
in the movie?
the Oasis?
Yes.
You know, the
Parker-
Oasis we
Parker-
love.
Specifically
Parker
the Oasis.
triggered my memory.
Hey,
I want an SAO game.
Yeah.
I want
yeah,
a
no,
real
totally. That'd be
SAO,
awesome.
not based off the anime. I want the
Oh
game.
yeah.
Make everything about it real except the part how you die.
Yeah, that part is kind of a turnoff.
I'm not as
Yeah.
big on VR as you two, which is why I think I picked different
Well,
things.
I don't
Oh.
I don't necessarily want VR,
Just
but
want
I
the
want it
game.
to be how it is in the anime where it's like you lay down and like you control your character somehow. Like
So
without
VR.
actually moving around. Well, VR
But
you're
like with the
actually,
the nerve
Yeah.
system, yeah,
like that would be
better VR.
I would be so into that. It would be absolutely crazy.
That would be cooler, yeah. My only thing is I don't want to move around.
I'd love to have the
But they
cataclysm
said you
that
don't feel
blow up a
pain,
whole
right?
server.
Yeah, you don't feel
Oh.
pain, you don't feel anything. You're just in the game moving around.
See, I would like that just with a different game. I don't particularly want to play an MMO, but maybe
Oh, I
like
love like
you know what I'm gonna say, Pokemon.
SAO has my exact amount of grind that I would want.
Exact amount of grind. Yeah, my get to live in a house
of it.
floor 20
Yes!
grinding on that Asuna booty. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, dude.
To be honest, for the Oasis thing, I wouldn't want that.
No?
No, it's like
I'm with Ian.
to me it reminds me of a Gary's Mod MMO.
Dude, I would love that, dude.
I would hate that.
I would love that.
I don't want it,
Like Gary's
especially
not
when
gonna
it was
like,
like
"Oh, yeah."
at the point where just everyone's playing it and that's like consuming your life.
If it's free to play, I'll
Yeah.
play it. If I have to pay for it, hell no.
I also really hate the idea of you die and you lose all your stuff.
That doesn't
And I know
bother me.
that's something Tyler hates.
That doesn't
Yeah,
bother
I
me,
wouldn't
honestly.
like that.
I'm fine with that.
No, that's only in the combat areas, and that's only to get like rare and exclusive items.
Yeah.
But what if
Oh,
you want those?
I'm
That's
sure
how
you.
it
I'm
works.
sure you can like they'll have a bank system or something. They just didn't
Yeah,
show
if
it.
they fix some things, maybe that would be cool. But I don't know. Not as is.
I'd be fine with that, honestly.
There would be cool aspects, but not as is. I don't want that to be real.
Realm of the Mad
Right.
God does that, but good.
Spaztastical Wizard added on to Time to Make Fun question, and it said, or is there a board game or that you would like to see made into a video game or a non-animated movie?
Pokemon board game.
No, a video game turned into a non-animated movie. Sorry.
Oh.
So a
Oh.
real
Oh, so like a
I
game.
know a
turned-
board game.
a live action.
I know a board game.
Oh,
Right.
Mario Brothers.
I want to see
No.
D&D made into a video game.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That'd
Like
be
a
pretty cool.
good version of D&D.
Yeah,
Yes.
Not the crappy
I
ones
think they
online.
made like an animated TV show, actually.
Yeah, it was bad.
probably.
Yeah, but I know now, like animators online do lots of D&D animations. Those are like really good.
If,
Not
yeah,
like
if I could
cheesy
have
80s
like
TV
if
show.
I could have like a professional person make a D&D game, but like say Parker knew how to program and he could do it like ridiculously fast.
That
Like
would be awesome.
For
if he could
whatever reason, yeah.
yeah, if he could like make a game and like edit it around and stuff like
Because
that.
I
that's
have stories in my
so
head, but
fucking
it's like I
cool.
don't want to write it down and do all the. If I just have a program, it's like
Oh,
plug all that in and we're ready
So
to go.
like have a game and inside like part
There
of the
is a
D&D
DM
game,
in the game.
Like I would control what
and you
happens.
get to
what you
create the
guys
thing.
react to.
Yeah.
So you're saying you would like a program for
D&D.
DMs,
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah.
so that they could make things and play it with us.
yeah,
that
so,
would be
like,
and
the,
more like
the
you could
DM
see the swings and stuff.
the DM's world.
Oh, with
is
animations, yeah.
Yeah, the DM's world is
Mhm.
basically like something that they can edit at any point and whatnot. And like they have preset stuff, obviously, because that's usually
Yeah.
what DMs have. But they could change it on the fly because obviously they have to.
And then a program for us all to play together and
Yeah,
stuff. That would be cool.
Or like when
Yeah.
when you're in a non-combat, you have a free roaming and that kind of thing.
Yeah, and we
So
get
it's
to
like
see the
you're in the tavern.
pasta artifacts.
Yeah.
Yeah, rad.
Yeah, dude, you get the
Whee!
cheesy, the cheesy ziti, whatever.
or
ZT.
Meaty ziti, that's the
the
one.
Pokemon board game that we made.
It's hot.
I said that. I don't know if you heard me
I heard
say
that.
Oh,
It's
I
it.
didn't
chills
hear
too.
it.
Yeah, I was kind of kidding, but that would be cool.
No, there's no way that it could really be turned into.
But we'd have to. What are you talking about? They make board games into.
No, I'm
but
talking
you-
about
It's
the
got
anime,
Shrek
the
Swamp
animated,
in it.
the animated
Oh.
movie.
So Pokemon
Oh,
anime,
dude!
live
What's the-
action, I guess.
What is it? Candyland! Turn that into a movie. I'm sure it's
Yes.
My
Isn't it
heart.
already a movie? I think they made a
I
movie.
think they
for
did
that.
too, actually.
What
Although
about Clue?
They have a game for that.
Yeah, they already
know.
have that movie.
Kidding. There's actually like 3 endings to it.
Yeah, no.
Like depending
Great
on where
movie.
you
Oh,
went to
yeah,
see it.
no, there is.
in
Candyland,
regional-
The Great Lollipop Adventure.
Oh, okay. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Make a better one.
Disrespect.
I think I remember watching it and hating it.
I would like a Pikmin movie
Yes!
where it just I would want it to be animated and I would just want it silent. Like
Yes.
everything is told
Silent?
through action.
Well, you would hear that.
Like I feel like that would make for a really good Miyazaki movie, but I don't know what you would do at length.
Oh, dude, you can make a movie off that.
More like a short, but I'm sure they could do a,
A
fun,
feature-length
kinda
film,
neat-
dude.
Yeah.
You know how many
what did I
caves
drop
there
that?
are in Pikmin 2? So many caves. You could have the boss in each. Oof, dude,
Why
why
does
didn't
it-
you think of that?
I just
I don't know
can't
why
stop
he's
thinking
so
about SAO and
Dead set on the
actual
second
game.
Pikmin and not
Because
just
second's the best.
home.
Duh.
What if they made a new one that you would think would be the best?
I would have to play it first.
Yeah, what about Pikmin 4?
We haven't played it yet. I'm waiting, man. My Switch is right
I
there.
feel like he just has such high standards, and it's like this is not the thing I like,
It's
and
not
therefore I don't
Pikmin
like
2.
it.
If it's not Pikmin 2 or
False.
better, then no, it's bad. Pikmin 1,
Sounds like,
clean. Here's the order.
If it
2,
is not
1,
Pikmin.
3, 3DS. Any more questions?
So, yeah, I was about to say
Does
that.
anybody want to know how to make a recipe?
No.
May I ask a question?
Sure.
May I use the bathroom?
No.
Well, we're
Okay.
about to finish up if there's no questions.
I know that's I'm fucking
Yeah.
around.
Ooh, I got one. Time
Ooh,
to
let's
make
hear
fun asks, do you like or hate indifference to arcade games? What do you like
That would be
to
Oh, what do you like
How do we
in
feel about-
arcade games?
yeah.
I mean, that was the first time I was reading
Is
it.
it
out loud.
how we? Is the question how we feel about arcade games?
I think he's asking like how does he feel about like an arcade version of a game versus the actual version of the game? I could be wrong
Oh.
if I'm interpreting that.
I think there's good and bad ports, but when they're good, they're fine. Like I've played Tron on my computer, and there's lots of like Flash versions that run just fine, and they're fun. But
Yeah.
there's like crappy Game Boy ports that no one wants to play.
I feel with
Done.
with a lot of arcade
Yeah.
games, they have to be different. Like if something's the same as in the arcade as out of the arcade, there's a pretty good chance of it not being great.
Let's just dig dug.
Because the arcade's a whole different
Dig dug's fine.
a whole different way of playing it, basically.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, a lot of times arcades are they're difficult and kind of unfair on purpose because they want your quarters.
They want your money.
Well, it's also like a lot of times arcade games you just win after a certain point because you don't want people to be playing it forever.
Well,
So-
you do, but like
Yeah,
by
I
paying
mean,
more, yeah. There's a realistic ending because you have a day at most.
Yeah. So like it's just one of those things. It's like I do think there should be there are differences, but I don't think it should be crazy. Like it shouldn't be like super different. But definitely like there should be differences, and I
Yeah.
kind of like when they're quicker, like more fun on arcades.
A cool twist to like a game like Tetris is when you add a battle mode and you make it like a versus game, and that's something I really appreciate.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I like those game I guess it would be like dual Galaga or dual like Pac-Man game.
Yeah,
Like
when
that
you
they-
get
Oh,
like,
the multiple
the upgraded
machines.
version ones in the
Yes.
arcade. Like
There's
those
super
ones are
machines with,
cool
like,
because they're like
100 games.
revamping the arcade game, and then you're like, oh,
Yeah.
that
adding
this is
multiple.
what I like, and I can play it with a friend. But I don't have.
Yeah,
But I don't have
like the arcade collection games.
I have.
Yeah,
best
I have a
friend.
couple of those. I actually think I have like 5.
I think let's do one more question and then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
If you have any more.
Who's
All
gonna get
right.
it?
All right.
Who's
Yeah.
gonna get it?
We'll wait for one.
Who's gonna get it?
Ooh,
Happy Feet,
yeah,
Wombo
you're quicker
Combo,
than that.
Mega Man, Super Fighter Robot, Mega Man.
Ask us what's
Come
our
to
favorite
save the
color. I
world.
dare you.
5.
Well, you have to give them a second.
I know,
They'd be
it's
30
just a
seconds
delay.
behind.
Yeah.
6.
Oh, a delayed
I-
countdown.
7.
I'm doing long seconds. 7.
Hey guys, 6.
6.
6.
7.
All right, you can actually start counting.
10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, I'm kidding. If we don't get one, we can just end it here.
The pessimism.
Whoa!
No, yeah, boy. That is a no to all of them.
We'll be
Yes.
here all night until we
Is
get one.
yeah, boy, peace. The answer to your question is no.
Ah,
Okay, and that's it.
that's
I
it.
think that's
All right.
Oh, okay.
Well, then we'll wrap it up.
Thank you, viewers.
Thank you, everybody, so much for joining us this afternoon. We stream every day on Friday at 10 o'clock Eastern
Every day on
Standard
Friday.
Time. Every day on Friday, yes.
Every Friday.
Every day on Friday. Well, it's a day on Friday. We stream at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You can find us on YouTube, KingPastaDucksNStuff. You can also follow us on Twitter. Don't forget to leave a follow to watch me get really mad at Tetris. We are also streaming on Wednesdays at an unspecific time, somewhere around 10-ish. We'll be playing Terraria. You can find that on our YouTube as well. If you have any comments, leave them on YouTube, and we will do our best to respond to them next week, and we will see you then.
Yeah,
Wait,
don't
wait,
forget
wait.
to leave a follow.
Yeah, did you say Terraria on Wednesdays?
I like your own Nintendo Labo, Ian.
Thank you.
Labo, good night.